The game, the chill had little effect on the visiting Green Bay Packers, who found some very creative ways to keep warm. Gimmick plays can be effective, but the Packers went that route once too often, much to the delight of the rugged Denver defense. The Broncos relied on their usual formula of great defense and just enough points to dispose of the Packers 16-3. Here's something you don't see every day. In fact, it's been 4 years since Atlanta punter John James has had any of his kicks blocked. But last Sunday, the Chicago Bears did just that, en route to a 13-7 victory. It ended an 8-game Bears losing streak while snapping Atlanta's winning skein at 4. The loss pretty much put an end to any hopes the Falcons had of winning the NFC Western Division, although they are still very much in the running for a wild card slot. That Western title will probably go to the Los Angeles Rams, who had their hands full last week against cellar-dwelling San Francisco. Dave Williams' 89-yard kickoff return was only one of several plays that enabled the 49ers to regain some respect against one of the league's best teams. Second effort plays like number 85 Paul Seal's catch and carry kept the Niners in the game long after many had expected them to fade. But in the end, the Rams proved to be just a little bit better as they managed to eke out a surprisingly tough 31-28 decision. San Francisco's chief competition for the worst record in football comes from the Cincinnati Bengals. Last week against the Steelers, Cincy easily stayed in the running for that dubious distinction. A tough Bengal defense kept things close, but Pittsburgh won anyway, 7-6. Yet while the Bengals fell to their 11th loss in 12 games, Ohio's other pro team, the Cleveland Browns, were rolling over Baltimore as ageless running back Calvin Hill, number 35, caught 3 touchdown passes. The Browns chalked up 480 yards in total offense while their defense contributed to the scoring column when number 21 Oliver Davis returned a third-period interception for a touchdown that put the game away. Cleveland won 45-24 to even their record at 6-6 and keep their slim playoff hopes intact. Winter finally came to the North Country last week, and in Minnesota the fans couldn't have been happier. For this is Viking weather, and with a competition coming from mild and sunny San Diego in the form of the Chargers, observers figured it wouldn't take long for the icy winds to have an effect on the outsiders. The numbing cold did set the Chargers back as they committed 3 turnovers, but the Vikes showed no immunity to the elements as they lost the ball on 4 occasions. Some of the miscues could be attributed to the climate, others to a hard-hitting San Diego squad. The Vikings broke out on top as ex-Charger running back Ricky Young, number 34, took a Fran Tarkenton toss in for a first-period touchdown. Young caught 6 passes on the day to give him 68 for the season, most in the NFL. But this would be the only time Minnesota would score in the game. The Chargers tied things up soon after, then went ahead for good when quarterback Dan Fouts, fighting both the Viking pass rush and a slippery turf, found wide receiver John Jefferson, number 83. For the second consecutive week, the Fouts-Jefferson combination accounted for the winning touchdown as San Diego edged the Vikings 13-7. It was the Chargers' fourth straight victory, their longest winning streak since 1969.